Here are my political beliefs. Human capital is more important than political capital. Any group that came to America and sought political capital first lagged behind economically. All of the groups that came to America and sought human capital exclusively outpaced white Americans. So what does that say to you? Which way is the most productive economically? Because success leaves footprints. And most of the groups that are outpacing white Americans aren't from America. Their culture isn't American. Their habits, their rituals, their behaviors, their work ethic is not like ours. That's why they're outpacing us, because we focus on political capital. And it's not really a new concept. This idea has existed since Booker T. Washington, but it's literally what Malcolm X was talking about here.
If white immigrants can come to this country 50 years ago with nickels and dimes and no education, and come here and pool their little nickels and dimes and no education, and set up little stores, develop these stores into larger stores, develop this into an industry which creates job opportunities for whites. We feel that with the black man spending $20 billion a year, not setting up any businesses, not creating any industry, not creating any job opportunities for his own kind, he's not in a moral position to point the finger today at the white man and tell the white man that he's discriminating against him for not giving him a job in factories that he himself set up. If the black man has $20 billion, and these so-called Negro leaders are such geniuses that they can integrate white restaurants and integrate white factories and force themselves into that which the white man has set up, they should use this same ingenuity to show the black people how to pool our wealth and set up something of our own.
That's human capital. Integration, well, that's political capital. And you see what that did to our business district. Political capital causes groups to lag economically. Human capital is what elevates you. And I told you who was behind that idea for integration. They're the same people that convinced us to seek political capital. That's why all of the ministers that were working with the communists after the civil rights movements, they all became politicians for the left.
Many of the civil rights leaders became elected public democratic officials at a time when poverty programs was dispensing $22 trillion. You got now a poverty industry that was born. Since 70 cents of every dollar spent on poverty in the last 50 years went not to the poor, but those who serve poor people. They ask which problems are not solvable, but which ones are fundable. And so once these black politicians became the dispensers of those funds, the poor became a commodity.
I don't look at politics as the answer. I'm not saying that you shouldn't vote. I'm just saying that we should change the priority. The reason I speak against a specific political party, they've owned our entire worldview. Again, like Malcolm said,
if you study the structure of the Negro community, economically, politically, civically, psychologically, and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal.
They're the ones that have us seeking more and more political capital, which really only empowers their government more and more. It allows them to expand more and more into our lives and into our communities, into our families, into our churches, into our spirits. They're convincing us to give them more and more power. In my next video, I'll talk about Trump and my belief in the political parties. As always, you're free to disagree with me in the comments. All opinions are welcome. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Instead of trying to change the white man and your mind and make you accept us, we change the mind of the black man and make him accept himself. And as soon as he accepts himself, he'll solve his own problem. He won't be trying to force himself into your factory and into your bedroom and into your kitchen.